Hi, everybody. My name is Gregory Costanzo. I am a third-year undergraduate student studying psychology, linguistics, and biology. And this is my undergraduate research project. I did it in the Bilingual Development Lab with the help of Dr. Jenna Van Hel, as well as the amazing other graduate students in my lab. And this was done through PIRE funding through the National Science Foundation. I did a online research study, which looked at L2 second language listeners' comprehension of accented speech in quiet and noisy environments. So the background to this research is that um, previously there's been a lot of research into accent comprehension in noise. And this may sound pretty innocuous, but the background noise is a very important factor in the study of accented speech comprehension. So previous researchers such as Bent and Holt in 2018 found that Americans listening to American accented, British accent, and Japanese accented English in a silent condition had a pretty easy time understanding all of them. However, when background noise was added to the situation, they found that the Americans had an easier time understanding American accented English, but not as much British or Japanese accented English. So there was a noticeable difference between the two. And there has been other research looking at how familiarity may be a factor in how people process accented speech, and that the more familiar you are with an accent, it seems as though that is it's easier for you to understand an accent that way. And so my question was, what does this look like in people's second language? So I basically did a very similar study to that of Benson Holt in 2018. And I was able to recruit 21 Dutch participants online. These Dutch participants are all fluent in English. And I had them do a listening task wherein they listened to English sentences produced by 4 different accent conditions. American unmarked, I would say SAT English, Appalachian Southern Drawl English, Dutch accented English, which is the accent of their native language, and Chinese accented English. I had them listen to several sentences in each accent condition, both in noise and in silent background. And I had them transcribe or write what they thought that they heard with each sentence. So these are audio recordings that they're listening to. Then I asked them where they thought that each speaker was from. So the results of the study are that the participants had the easiest time understanding the native English accents, both the Southern and the American SAT standard English, unmarked, as we say. And they had a harder time understanding the clearly second language speakers of English. So this is completely not like what we were expecting. And it requires some further research because hypothetically speaking, Dutch people should be most familiar with the Dutch accent. So this is totally fascinating and very exciting for us. This means that I'm going to have to do more analysis, do more research into this and make sure. So we're gonna have to figure out what exactly is causing this, because it may very well be a statistical anomaly or an error on our behalf. So we have to be extra careful when we are presented with very interesting findings like this. And similarly, they were asked where they thought that the speakers were from and what their native language was. And there were some very interesting results. Very notably, for the Dutch speaker, not everybody thought that, most people actually thought that Dutch was not the native language of the speaker who had a Dutch accent. And more people thought that their native language was English than Dutch. So that's just an interesting thing worth noting. So yeah, thank you to the National Science Foundation for sponsoring this project. Thank you to the Bilingual Development Lab, Dr. Van Hel, and all of the amazing graduate students who helped me out with this project. This has been great. It's very exciting, and I look forward to presenting this later. Thank you very much.